Hello students, in this video we are doing the previous year questions of what? Gravitation. Let's start. First problem. It says that two satellites of Earth S1 S2 are moving in the same orbit. Orbit is given same. The mass of S1 is 4 times the mass of S2. Which of the following statement is true? So two satellites are moving S1 and S2. They are moving exactly in same orbit only. Radius is given r, but mass are given different. Mass of the S1 is 4 times. This is m. Then that mass is given what? 4m. This relation is given. They are saying which statement is true. First, they are saying the kinetic energy of the two satellites are equal. What is kinetic energy? You know, half mv square, right? Yes. Mass is given different, but velocity is same. If they are moving in same orbit, the orbital velocity will be same, because orbital velocity is what? Root capital G capital M by r. Does not depends on mass of the satellite. But here mass of the satellite comes in this formula. So mass is different. So energy will be what? Different. So first statement is what? Wrong. Energy cannot be equal. Time period of S is 4 times of S2. Time period, how it varies? We know time square proportional to what? R cube. Time only depends on what? The radius of the orbit, not on the mass. So they are moving in same orbit. Time period should be exactly same, but they said is 4 times, so it's wrong statement. Potential energy will be equal. What is potential energy formula? Minus G capital M small m by what? R, right? R is given same, but small masses are different. So potential energy also will be different. But they said here what? They are equal, so wrong statement. S1 S2 are moving at same speed. Yes, velocity will be same, because you know orbital velocity is what? Root capital G capital M and R. Here G is constant, M is the mass of the planet around which they are moving, not mass of the satellite. So it does not depend on mass of satellite, and R is given same. So what happens? The orbital velocity will be same. So fourth statement is correct answer here. Okay. Second question. The figure shows elliptical orbit of planet of mass m about sun S. The shaded area SC is twice the shaded area of SAB. T1 is the time taken to planet move from C to D, and T2 is to move from A to B. So we already learned in Kepler's second law that the area swept by planet is always proportional to what? Time, right? The rate of area swept is what? Constant. So area proportional to what? Time. They are saying that this ACD area is double of that area ABC. So obviously time taken to move here also will be double. So obviously here they gain time T1, it becomes 2 times of T2, obviously, right? Area and time are simply proportional. So your fourth option is what? Correct answer simply. Third question we are talking. The radius of circular orbit of two satellites A and B of the Earth are given 4r and r. If the speed of satellite A is 3v, the speed of satellite B will be what? So orbital velocity they are talking. Satellites orbital velocity formula is what? Root capital G and M r, right? These things are given constant. So speed depends on what? The orbit only, right? So here relation is given. So what is given? Speed of first is given 3v, second suppose v days we have to calculate. Radius of first is given 4r and second is given what? R. This get cancelled, we got 1 by 2. So v days becomes what? 6 times of the v. That's your answer. Third option is the correct answer. Okay. Fourth question. It says a particle of mass m is situated at the center of a spherical shell of the same mass and radius a. So point mass is given and is placed at this point. Mass is what? M, a spherical shell, hollow sphere of radius r, and mass again given what? Same a only, right? No? Yes. The gravitational potential at a point situated at a by 2 distance from center is what? So they are asking what is the field at some point here. This is what? A distance of what? A by 2 from the center. So it's a point inside the hollow sphere, right? Now they are asking what is net potential. So potential will be due to two things. One, potential due to what? Hollow sphere. One due to what? That point mass. Okay. Hollow sphere plus this point mass also there, right? What is the potential due to hollow sphere? We know that for a hollow sphere or spherical shell, the potential inside is always what? Constant. Whatever on the surface, same is the potential everywhere. So the potential becomes what? Minus G m upon what? A. This is the potential due to what? Hollow sphere at any point inside it. Okay. Then potential due to this point mass is what? General formula minus G m upon real distance A by 2. So this become 3 and that become minus 3 G m by what? A. That will be your answer simply. Potential. Second option is correct answer. Question number 5 we are talking, and it says that the dependence of acceleration due to gravity G on the distance r from the center of Earth assumed to be a sphere of radius r of uniform density. So they are asking how G and distance varies due to a solid sphere. Acceleration due to gravity and what? Radius like Earth. Okay. So already we have learned, remember, when we go, this is surface of earth at G is what maximum, right? When we go above the surface of earth, G will decrease, we go below this, G will decrease. G is minimum at this point 0, then we coming outward till surface, G will what increase, right now? Yes. Then outside again it will start decreasing, so this is the answer, okay, simply, okay. So this is given what in fourth option. Question number 6 is a direct question, that how much energy required or additional energy required to transfer satellite from orbit 1 to what orbit 2. So simply you write this what change in what your mechanical energy, okay. So you want to transfer a satellite from R1 orbit to R2 orbit, how much additional energy you have to supply. So here mechanical energy change you have to take. Initial mechanical is what you say, like minus G m upon 2 R1, right. Then when transferred to this orbit, final mechanical energy becomes what? Final becomes minus G m upon 2 R2. Subtract them, that's your answer, right. So when you subtract them, obviously means final minus initial you have to do. So you get what your third option, that's your answer, okay, simply. Okay, when you want to transfer and satellite from one orbit to another orbit, they ask that what additional kinetic energy we have to supply. So additional kinetic that we need to supply, simply change in what your mechanical energy, that's all, okay. Yes. Okay. Question number 7 we are talking. So it says that a planet is moving in an elliptical orbit in closest to the sun at a distance r1 and farthest away at a distance of r2. v1 and v2 are the linear velocity as these 2 points, then what is the relation? So already we learned that in our Kepler's law that angular momentum is what? Always constant. When a planet is moving in elliptical orbit around sun, according to Kepler's second law, the angular momentum is always constant, or you can say area and time are proportional, that we did somewhere here just now, where we did here, right. So velocity and distance are what? Inversely proportional. So you want to find v1, v2, they are asking that becomes what? R2 by R1 simply, right. Velocity and distance are inversely proportional, okay. Do not confuse between these two formulas, like these two formulas rating velocity and distance. One formula, this one formula is what? Your orbital velocity. You know what's the difference between these two? This formula is for what? Elliptical orbit, okay, this relation. That's for what? Like circular orbit, okay, satellite moving around earth, okay. Question number what? 8. It says that, so here correct answer is what? Second option. A spherical planet has a mass of mp and diameter dp. The planet of mass m falling near the surface of this planet will experience an acceleration due to gravity is what? Acceleration due to gravity general formula is what? Gm by what? R square. Now what is given to us? So that mass and diameter are given, so you can write, okay, G mass is given mp. Now radius means here given diameter. So diameter is what? Radius is what? D by 2, correct, and square. So d square and 4 will go up, right. So that will your answer simply. What is the answer? Third option is your answer, okay. Yes. Question number 9. It says that a geostationary satellite is orbiting the earth at height of 5 r above the surface of earth, and r is the radius of the earth. The time period of another satellite at height of 2 r from the surface of earth is what? So time and distance are relating. We have simple formula that t1 by t2 is equal to what? r1 by r2 power what? 3 by 2. So first satellite we are talking is what? Geostationary satellite, right now. So geostationary time already we know is what? 24. Second satellite we have to find time, t2 we have to find, okay. Okay, what is the distance of geosatellite? They given 5 r from the surface of earth. So total distance will be what? The height from surface of earth plus radius of earth. So that becomes 6 r, right. And second satellite's height is given what? 2 r. So from center of earth becomes what? 3 r and power what? 3 by 2. This goes 2 times, right now. Okay, so t2 will be simply equal to 24 by 2 root 2. Here is coming 2, 3 by 2 means 2 root 2, that becomes what? 12 by root 2, or how options given in terms of 6 given. So you can multiply root 2 root 2, so it becomes what? 6 root 2, that's your answer. Question number 10 we are talking now. Okay, so first option is correct answer here. Question number 10, they said the height at which the weight of the body becomes 1/16 of the weight of the on the surface. Weight is what? Simply mg. We know that m never change, right? What changing? G changing, same change will happen what? In weight also, right now. So if you want to find change in weight, same you can talk about what? G only. So how G varies? G original formula is what? Gm by r square. At any height is given, G dash is what? Gm upon r plus h what? Whole square, right? You can divide this. So you write G by G dash is equal to what? R plus h square upon what? R square. Okay, this G dash is already given. How much given? G by 16. They said weight become 1 by 16 means G should become 1 by 16. So when you write 1 by 16 here, you get 16 is equal to R plus H upon R whole square. You can remove this by writing 4 is equal to what? R plus H into R. 4R minus R, H becomes what? Simply 3R. That's your answer. Correct? Whatever the variations in G happens, same happens in what? Weight, because mass is always constant. Okay. Question number 11. It says that which of the following plots represent the variation of gravitational potential of a particle with distance r due to thin spherical shell. Thin spherical shell, hollow sphere, already discussed that potential inside is always constant, outside varies what? Inversely. So obviously the graphs, how the curve should look, first like here 0 to r surface, from here to r there is a potential is what? Constant, sorry. Okay, yes, everywhere the same potential, then outside what? Inversely proportional. This I have discussed in classroom. Okay, so question number we are talking is what? Which question we are doing? Sorry, 11th question we are doing. Okay, gravitational, no, in this question sir they have asked gravitational field. I have drawn potential curve, be careful, this is a potential curve. Field they are asking. Field means what? There is no field inside the hollow sphere, right? From center to here there is no graph, you can draw dotted line. At surface is maximum Gm by r square, and outside is what? Decreasing. So this is the curve actually. Okay, that's potential curve, keep in mind. So this curve is what? Is matching in fourth option. Okay, be careful. Gravitational field they are asking, this curve is what? Potential curve. Okay, so this is the correct answer, which is fourth option. Same quadrant they can, same graph they can draw in negative quadrant also, right? Yeah, if both are drawn like this curve drawn here and here also, then that will be more correct answer. Okay, yes, but they given only here only. Okay, question number 12. V is the escape velocity and V naught is the orbital velocity, then what is the relation between these two? So it's very simple, we know escape velocity is what? Simply root 2 Gm by r, right? Orbital is what? Root Gm by r. So how these are related? This is root 2 extra, right? So orbital is nothing, escape is nothing but root 2 times of what? V naught, that's all, right? Okay, this is in second option given. Okay, question number we are talking is what? 13. Okay, this question says that a particle is thrown with escape velocity Ve from the surface of earth. Calculate its velocity at height is equal to what? 3r. Okay, what happened? This is the earth, you are throwing some object from here, and how you throwing? With escape velocity you are throwing. Velocity is what? Escape at this point. Then they are saying calculate its velocity at some height. At this h height, what is the velocity at this point? H is given what? 3r from the surface, right? Yes. Okay, 3r is given from the surface, and we have to find what? What is the velocity of this point? So you can write simply what? Conservation of energy principle, right? Okay. Suppose you are launching at some velocity at this point, let's call them half mv square kinetic energy, right? Now, this is the energy launching. So, and what is the potential energy at this point? Minus g mm upon what? R. This is your initial energy, okay? Kinetic energy at this point plus potential at that point, then that point we need to find what? One second, what is given? Let me read questions once more. Correct only? Yes, I am doing correct, nothing wrong. Okay. Okay, look here, what happened? This is the initial energy, mechanical energy. Kinetic energy is what? Half mv square, potential is what? Gm upon r. But you see that this velocity is already given at this point. How much given? Escape. And what is escape formula? Root 2 Gm by r. This is the formula, right? Yes. So put that value here, we get this answer half m v square means what? 2 G capital M by r minus G m by what? R. This 2 get cancelled. You see this answer is coming what? 0 actually, right? So the total initial mechanical energy is coming 0, means final mechanical energy at that point should also what? 0. So we are writing what is the mechanical energy at that point? Final mechanical is what? Answer. Look here. Kinetic will be half mv square, which you have to calculate. Potential will be what? G m by r plus h. H is given 3r, that become what? 4r. This should all equal to what? 0 actually. Why? Because initial mechanical energy is coming 0. How that came? Once more. Kinetic is half mv square, potential is what? Minus Gm upon what? R. We are on the surface of earth. Then this velocity I know. This is given as what? Escape velocity. So escape is this one. When I put it here, this coming what? 0. So initial mechanical energy is what? 0. Then final should be also what? 0. So I wrote final mechanical energy at that point Kinetic is half mv square plus potential what minus g mm upon r plus h. H is given 3. Okay, so when you solve this, how much you getting? Half mv square is equal to g capital M small m upon what 4r. Mm goes here, 2 goes 2 times, so v is coming, v square is coming about gm by what 2 coming, right, and r. So if I take root of this, I can gm by 2r, or I can write this as what, yes, we know escape is this formula, we convert into that formula. What you will get, you multiply and divide this question by 2, you get root 2 gm upon into 4r, right. This 4 you take outside, you get 1 by 2 of root 2 gm by r, and this part is nothing but what escape velocity. So velocity is equal to just escape by what 2 coming answer. Escape is what 11.2 by 2, yes. So half of the 11.2 is answer coming. So how much? 5.6 something. What options are given? Yes, 5.6 is given in what? Your second option, kilometer per second. This is how you solve your question number what 2. So this was the answer of 13. Is what M's question. So some little calculations there. Otherwise, questions they ask is very easy only. 14. A black hole is an object whose gravitational field is so strong that even light cannot escape from it. Yes, we know that black hole is what? From that light even cannot escape. Okay, light enters, it cannot come back. To what approximate the radius of Earth would have to be compressed to make it a black hole. So look here, simply when you are making black hole means what's escape velocity of for black hole is what? Simply root 2 gm by r, right now. This velocity comes to what? Simply speed of the light. If somebody want to escape from a black hole, what velocity we need? Speed of the light 3 into 10 power 8, right now. So we want to convert the Earth in what? A black hole. Then what's the radius of Earth? So rearrange this formula. I need to calculate r. R will be equal to what square on both sides? 2 gm upon ve square. Now all values we know. 2 we know. 6.6 into 10 power minus 11, that's g. Mass of around 6 into 10 power 20, or given given 5.9 and 10 power. Okay, approximately I am writing 6. Okay. Then escape velocity is what? 11.2 into 11.2 into 10 power what? Kilometer means 10 power 6. Okay. Okay. So if you simplify these numbers, then what you will get is this. Look here, numbers you can simplify first. This you can call half 2, this you can call half 2, this you can cancel here. So 2 means around 0.5. Okay, or approximately it will equal only, right? This also goes. Okay, 11, 6 goes up, minus 17, and this become 10 power 20, 10 power 6, right? Correct only. So it become 10 power meter. So approximately answer will come what? 10 power minus 2 meter. That answer is coming. Okay. Yes, you can calculate this exactly. So you want to escape from a black hole, what escape velocity we need? Actually more than what? The speed of the light. So here just putting speed of light as escape velocity and calculating the radius of that planet. Okay. Problem number 15 we doing, it says that the dependence of intensity of gravitational field of Earth with distance r from the center of Earth is what? So Earth is just like a solid sphere. So how the field varies due to a solid sphere already we have discussed. Still I am writing here. So this is a solid sphere. The field inside a solid sphere at any point is given by this formula. Remember, I is equal to minus gm upon r cube into what? Small r. Small r is the distance, right? Then outside it varies what? Inversely we know. So inside this, when you coming from center to outward here, the field is what? Directly proportional to what? The distance from the center, right? So when you want to draw a curve here, how the curve will look? You can draw in positive quadrant or negative quadrant. Generally we draw in negative quadrant. So first field will increase like this, proportional till what? Surface. For a solid sphere, hollow sphere field is what? 0. Already we have answered that question. Then outside varies what? Inversely. So this is a field and what? Distance curve for a solid sphere. Question number 16 we talk. Simple question. K plus third law says time square is proportional to what? R cube. Then what is that constant K they are asking right now? What is the constant relation? So it's very simple. If you don't know, I can write here time square is equal to 4 pi square upon gm into what? R cube. That's all, right? Yes. So they are asking what is the correct relation. So this is the correct relation. Okay. That's Okay, so this value we calling what k, they calling what k, 4 pi square upon gm is equal to what k. They asking what is the correct relation. So first option is the correct relations. Okay. Okay. Question number 17. And it says that a satellite S is moving in elliptical orbit around the earth. The mass of satellite is very small compared to the mass of the earth. Then the acceleration is, okay, look here, what's the direction of acceleration? So acceleration centripetal is always toward the center, we know, right now? Yes. So the acceleration of S is always directed towards the center of the earth. Correct answer only. Okay. Yes. Other options are wrong. Why? Angular momentum is about the center of the earth, changes in direction, but its magnitude remains constant. So magnitude will also change because velocities keep changing. The total mechanical energy is what varies with time. Mechanical energy remains always constant. So wrong. Linear momentum remains constant. No, momentum will change because velocity is changing. Question number 18. So in 17, first option is the correct answer. 18. A remote sensing satellite revolves in a circular orbit at a height of this much above the surface of earth. Radius of earth is given. What is orbital velocity? What is orbital velocity formula? Simply root gm by r. G we know, mass of earth we know, and distance is given. You can write like this way, or you can write simplified format in terms of small g into r, right? These two things are easy to write. Okay, small g is given to you 9.8 into r is given to you. How much given? Radius of earth plus height 6.38 plus 0.25, so it becomes 6.63 into 10 power what? 6. Okay. So if you simplify this number, you will get your second option answer, this much, kilometer per second. Okay. 7.76 into 10 power 3 is coming. Okay. You can call it kilometer per second. Okay. Question number 19 we are talking. And in 19, find the velocity of satellite at height of 80 km from earth if the radius of earth is given. So same question, velocity they are asking, exactly same question. Velocity is what? Root gm by r, right? All are given. G is what? 6.67 into 10 power what? Minus 11. Mass of earth is 6 into 10 power 24 kg. And distance, total distance is given how much? Radius of earth is 6400 plus 80 km. 6480, correct? Kilometer into 10 power 3, you can simplify this. Okay, you don't need to simplify actually if you watch the options carefully. We know that when satellite is moving very close to the surface of earth, its orbital velocity is what? 8 km per second. When you are going little above height, r increasing, so velocity will decrease little. So what should be the answer? Obviously 7.84, that should be the answer. Okay. Either you can simplify this or you should know that way. Okay. Question number 20 we are talking. At what height from the surface of earth the gravitational potential and the value of g should be this much? So two things are given. Potential given minus 5.4 into 10 power how much? 7 joule per kg given as a system, and g is given how much? What? 6 meter per second. They are asking height. So it's very easy. Look, what is potential? Minus gm by what? R. And what is this? Gm upon what? R square, right? Correct? No? Correct only. Whatever real distance, okay. You can write this general for R and R. So you see that G is nothing but what? Okay, potential is nothing but what? Potential is what? G into R only, that's all, right now? Yes. This time you multiply R, you get that potential only. So they are asking what is the height or distance, so we are writing height is equal to this, you can call general R, relatively V by G. So V is given how much? Minus 5.4 into 10 power 7 by G is given what? 6. Right? Okay. This goes 9 times, 0.9 times, so you can write 9 into 10 power 6. That's what your R. So how they are asking answer? They are asking answer. Okay. They are asking. Okay, here my key is missing. I don't know. Some misprinting is there. But this is a distance. Okay, how much coming? You can write 9,000 kilometer. Okay, that's the distance coming. So in this question I think they are asking what? At what height from surface of earth they are asking. Okay, so this is a total distance coming what? 9,000. So height should be equal to h plus r, that's what coming r. We need height only, that becomes what? 9,000 minus radius of earth 6,400. That answer should come, right? So how much it comes? 9,000 minus 2,000 what? 600 kilometer. That should be the answer. So this is I think given in first option, it's not printed for me. Okay. 21. The ratio of the escape velocity at Earth to the escape velocity of planet whose radius and mean density are double of the Earth. Escape velocity in terms of density they are talking. Escape velocity is what? Root 2 gm by r. Let's write this formula first in terms of our density. Density means mass by volume. So we need to convert in volume. So what you do? R is there. You need to multiply 4 by 3 pi r square. 4 by 3 pi r square, this you need to multiply, so that this become what? 4 by 3 pi r cube, and that become density. So this answer comes what? 8 by 3 g rho pi and what? R square. Okay, r square can write, no problem. So if you watch carefully, these all are constant, g and everything. So what are we getting? Actually we are getting rho inside the root, and r square you can take r outside. This is how the escape velocity will vary, proportional. Okay, directly proportional to radius, directly proportional to root of the density. So they are asking two things: escape velocity Earth and some planet, right? And some relations given. What is given? Whose radius and mean density are double of the Earth. Okay, so radius of Earth is r, density is rho. Radius of that planet is given 2r, density also given what? 2 rho. So all these get cancelled. You are getting simply what? 2 root 2. Okay, so that is giving you what? Second option is the correct answer. Question number 22. Starting from the center of the Earth, having radius r, the variation of g. Already we have answered this question, always repeated. Okay, so your fourth option correct. At center of our g is what? 0. Then we coming outward, g is increasing. Okay, then outside g will be decreasing. Same question repeated already. So fourth option is correct here. Question number 23. They said the satellite of mass m is orbiting the Earth of radius r at some height h above the surface. If the total energy of satellite in terms of g naught is what? Mechanical energy of satellite moving at some height is what? Minus g capital M small m and r plus h into what? 2. Correct now? This is what your mechanical energy, right now. So they are asking that write this answer in terms of what? Small g. What is small g? You know, is nothing but gm by what? R square. So gm over there you need to multiply by r square and what? R square. So that you get minus g, sorry, no, not g m by r square become g naught m r square by divided by 2 r plus h. That will be your answer simply. Okay, so this is a very simple question. This is given in fourth option. This is the correct answer. Question number 24. Find out the energy required in gigajoule to escape a space shuttle of this much mass from the surface of Earth. So the energy required to escape from surface of Earth is called what? Simply escape energy. And I told you escape energy is nothing but half mv square. You can write. That's all. Half mass is given to you 1000. Escape, you know, 11.2 into 11.2 into 10 power what? 6. So this becomes 1, 2, 3, 10 power 9. And 121 is around 63 or 64. What option they gave? Like 64 into 10 power 9. 10 power 9 is called what? Giga, right now. So 64 answer will come. Okay, 64 gigajoule. Okay. 25. The acceleration due to gravity at height 1 kilometer above the surface of Earth is same as the depth d below the surface of Earth. Then what is the relations? So I told you that when we going upward, g will decrease faster, because g formula when going up is what? G dash is what? G 1 minus 2 h by r. When you go below the surface of Earth, this becomes what? G dash is what? 1 minus d by r, right? So look here, when we going upward, g will decrease faster. You go 10 kilometer above the surface of Earth, you found some g value. In order to get the same g value, when you go below the surface of Earth, you have to go double depth. Okay. So what is the relation to get same value of g? We know that depth should be what? 2 times of what? H. So in this question, what h is given to us? How much given? 1 kilometer given right now. So to get the same value of g, we have to go what? 2 kilometer depth, because 2 into what? H we have to do. Okay, this is 25. 26. Two astronauts are floating in gravitational free space after having lost contact with the spaceship. The two people are standing in space. So how they will move? What will happen to the distance between them? It will reduce, increase, or remain same. So what is the answer? Because they are two there in space, no other force, so they will attract each other. Okay, their mass will attract. They apply gravitational force on each other, then they will come close to each other. Key for this question is given wrong in this sheet. Correct answer should be what? They move what? Towards each other due to what? Gravitational attraction. Okay, yes. So correct key for question number 26 is what? First option. In this sheet is given wrong option, so be careful. Question number 27. It says that find the angular momentum of a satellite of mass 400 kg moving around the earth in a radius. Angular momentum they are asking. So L is what we know, mvr, all things we know. Mass of earth is what? 6 into 10 power 24. Velocity is given, right now. Okay, no, sorry, they are asking yes, correct only mvr. Okay, so m is the mass of the satellite, not mass of earth. Mass of satellite how much given? Okay, first b is not given directly. Mass of the satellite given, radius given, velocity. So velocity is also you know what? Root gm by r. This also you know, right? So that we put first here, then m root gm by r and outside r, right? I take all these values inside, then what will happen? This formula will look like that way. G is okay, m goes inside, become small m square into small that capital M, r goes here, r square, r get cancelled, this become what? R only, right? This m and this r I took inside the root, okay. Now all values I know, so I can put the values and calculate this answer. G is what? 6.67 into 10 power what? Minus 11. Mass of the satellite is given, how much given? 400. So this becomes 400 into 400. Mass of earth we know 6 into 10 power 24, and radius of the orbit also given how much? 4 into 10 power what? 7, all under the root. Okay, this is your number, you have to simplify. So look here, 2, 4, 28, 35, 11 goes here, right? So 24. So first 10 power 12 will come, okay. Look at the nearby option, 10 power 12. So we see two options are given 10 power 12, so you have to solve it further also, okay. So 4 is there, 4 and 4 becomes 2, this becomes 2 root 2, 6 becomes 6, 12, 24 into 2, around 50. Yes, first option is given. So 50 into 10 power 12, that will be the answer when you calculate this number, okay. Question number 28. It says that if the mass of the sun were 10 times and the universal gravitational constant were 10 times larger in magnitude, mass of sun becomes 10 times and the g, the constant also becomes 10 times, then which of the following is not correct, okay. So they are asking which is what is the wrong option, okay, which is not correct, okay. So they said like first option, raindrop will fall faster. Raindrop depends on what? Acceleration, right? G m by r square. This thing changing, that thing changing, they are increasing, so g will increase, they will fall faster. Yes, correct only. Then walking on the ground will become more difficult. Yes, because walking on ground means you have to, your weight will become what? More, right? Mg, g is increased because small g, this capital G increased 10 times mass of that. This is a mass of earth, okay. This is increase simply. So what? G will increase, your weight will increase. So you have to push what? Harder to move, okay. So this also okay. Time period of simple pendulum earth will decrease. Time period of formula is about 2 pi root L by G. G is increased, so time will obviously will decrease. This also correct. Fourth option, G on earth will not change. G on earth will change because capital G changing. This is a mass of earth, but the capital G also changing, it becoming 10 times. So G also becomes what? 10 times, you know, right? Okay. Last question 29 says, the kinetic energy of planet elliptical orbit about the sun at position A, B, C are Ka, Kb and Kc. So elliptical orbit is given and they are talking about kinetic energy. Okay, AC is a major axis and SB is a perpendicular line. Then what is the correct relation? So it's very simple actually. Look here, this is your elliptical orbit. This is a focus 1 and one focus here. You know that's called what? Nearest distance always, right? Perihelion, right? So nearest distance at this point velocity is what? Maximum, you know, right now, because velocity and distance are what? Inversely proportional for this orbit, right? Yes. So when the object is here, this is sun, keep in mind, at this point the velocity will be maximum. So here that point is given A point, then some other point is given what? B point, which is here, and C point will be what? The farthest point, right? This is the maximum distance, so velocity at this point is what? Minimum. Now they are asking kinetic energy, which is what? Half mv square. M is not changing, velocity is changing. Velocity at this point is maximum, so kinetic energy K will be maximum. Then velocity is what? Minimum at that point, right? So after that it will be here, so you can write Kb and last will be what? Kc. At this point kinetic energy is maximum, at this point is what? Minimum. So velocity decreasing like that way, right? Okay. So these were the all questions from what? Gravitation. Hope you understood. If you have any doubt, please put your comment. Okay. Thank you so much.